show your face around here again, Galley, to bust that till you can... Rotten little chiseler.
Looking for a 6. 6 is the point.
Miss Wilson, where is Johnny?
He's in the office getting his head knocked in.
Put it down, Togo. Very good.
Togo taught me good.
Had enough?
Yeah, I'm wet. That's one apiece. How about a tiebreaker?
My pleasure.
Johnny.
Sven, don't tell me you've been practicing judo, too.
Johnny, the marshal come with this. We got to give up mine because I am Swede. This here's a federal court order from Judge McAfee. It says no foreigners can own a mine.
Well, the federal court has no right to make any rulings here. Only Congress can make laws for a territory.
Well, the marshal says he's going to carry out this here order. I tell him about Congress, too, but he just laugh.
Well, I'm not a foreigner. Everybody knows we're partners.
Johnny, I tell him my partner is an American citizen. But he says the claim is only registered in my name.
That's ridiculous. They can't take our mine.
They have. All over the territory. There was Swedes, Norwegians, Chinese. We all got to go. We say no, they hit us in the head.
You mean the marshal did that?
That was the marshal. On orders of your brother.
You can't push those miners off their claims.
Statistics in the morning paper will prove you wrong. We vacated 11 claims as of 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Why walk into a buzzsaw? You can't make this thing stick.
Are you impugning the integrity of the federal court?
I'm calling this particular federal judge a weak crook who has no right to do what you're making him do.
Johnny, your flair for the melodramatic was very effective back in Boston. But here, it's completely out of place. Dinner at the usual place?
You know, by taking Sven's claim, you take mine, too.
I deeply regret that. But you realize that where a principle is involved, nepotism cannot be tolerated. However, you be patient and I'll see that you get your mind back. Now, Johnny, about dinner. Now, you probably wouldn't believe it, but Wallen Howe has just received a shipment of fresh lobster all the way from Maine. I gave him one of the old
This whole
recipes.
scheme is your idea, isn't it, Jed? There isn't an ounce of brains in the judge and even less guts in the marshal.
Wait a minute, you're talking about my partners.
You pull out and they'll fall through.
I wish I could accommodate you.
What do you have against these people?
Nothing. They merely have property that we should have had in the first place.
And they worked hard for it. They fought freezing temperatures, hunger, wild animals. They've got wives and children.
But what about the rest of us? We've gone through a lot up in this miserable country. Anyway, please, spare me the sermon.
You talk to me about sermons. Well, it seems to me a day never went by when I was a kid that you weren't lecturing me on decency and integrity and morality.
And I'm happy to see that my lectures bore fruit. Nobody can deny that you're a decent, well-liked, and completely respectable human being.
All right. All right, you made me that way. How can you be like this?
Well, what I want for you is different than what I want for me.
Just exactly what do you want for you, Jed?
Only what rightfully belongs to me.
Look, leave these people be. I'll give you whatever comes out of my share of the claim.
And make me a pensioner at my kid brother's feet? No thanks, Johnny. Not when all the gold within 50 miles is ours for the taking.
Jed, you're not a thief.
Very perceptive. Everything is quite legal.
Oh, no, Jed, everything's quite crooked. And I'm gonna fight you.
Johnny, don't get in the way. Well, good morning, Johnny. What can I do for you?
Sven here and I are partners in a mine. We want to change the registration.
Oh, how do you want it changed?
We want to show our joint ownership.
I can't do it, Johnny. A court order from Judge McAfee says that I can't.
Now, look here, Ben. Johnny and me, we own that mine. You put it in the book that way.
Nothing I can do. It's rotten and I know it. The claims of all the aliens are no good anymore.
according to Judge McAfee and your brother.
Well, then, you give me the book and I change it.
Easy, Sven, easy. Fiddle around with that book, you'll only end up in a cell.
But, Johnny, we not just let them take it away. Aren't we going to fight back?
Why our claims no good? Why you take them away?
I didn't take them away.
The marshal came with the paper. He said, go. You are the claims office. You got to do something.
There's nothing I can do.
This whole deal's rotten from beginning to end. This is nothing but a claim-jumping scheme they're trying to cover up with a phony show of legality.
Well, what we do, Johnny? You tell us. Johnny is a good man. We will trust him and do as he say.
Hold it! Now look, we have to stick together. We have to raise money to send a man to San Francisco to get a lawyer and fight this thing back in the States.
Sure, that is the way. That's what we do.
You tell all the miners. We meet at the Boomer Hotel at 8 o'clock. Then we pass the hat, yeah?
Right, we tell everybody. Let's go to the Golden Nugget.
Wire me from San Francisco if you need any more.
You think you're doing the smart thing?
The only smart thing I ever did was meeting you.
You're going to solve the troubles of the world, John.
Stub a few friends, that's all.
Means stepping on Jed's toes.
Yeah, I know.
You two get along like brothers, and that's unusual for brothers. Why kill it?
Jed's been right most of his life. This time he's wrong.
He's entitled to one sidestep.
Oh, this is a hop, skip, and a jump.
Do you have to choose up sides?
Yes. A man has to stand up for what he believes is right.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Getting hurt means hurting you. I won't.
Game still open?
Yeah, anyone can play here.
Stand.
Bust.
You know, Johnny, you have an irritating habit of not taking good advice. That's a fault common to most juveniles. I told you not to get in the way. You didn't listen. I have further advice.
I used to like your advice.
Stay away from those miners. Get them to call off that meeting tonight.
And if I don't?
Suddenly find this enterprise collapsing.
You'd shut me down.
Something like that.
Oh, you don't look good crawling around in the gutter with all that muck on you.
Johnny, how can you talk that way? Now, when you get older, you'll understand. But I didn't come to joust at philosophy with you. Call off that meeting.
No. Well?
You're under arrest.
What for?
It says there. A man named Gallagher claims you cheated him and others. Illegal gambling.
I threw that deadbeat out of here. He tried to cheat me.
They'll all come out in court. Let's go. Hold it, Jed! Take him on out of here. Move!
Whose side are you on? Side of the hogs.
Your brother had already sent a man on his way to San Francisco while we rousted his boat.
Well, don't just sit there looking superior. You're in on this, too. One of us goes down, we all go down.
Let's not run for the life rafts yet. Marshal, you better have a dozen men ready in about a half hour.
Why?
They're to go out into the fields and stake claims on every mine.
You mean on the mines already staked?
I mean the mines already staked.
Well, that's awful raw. Up to now, we've had at least the facade of legality, but there's outright claims
And
of...
Judge, from you, I want a court order instructing the land agent to turn over the claims book to me.
Well, you're going pretty far, aren't you?
Want to get rich, don't you? And do as I tell you. Johnny.
Jed's got an order for taking the claim book.
Claim?
Buy the book?
They must have found out we sent someone to San Francisco. Now they want to get the claim book so they can destroy it. Yeah, if there's no record of claims, then no one can prove who owns what. The muddle, they figure they'll come out with some of the mines. Give us that book, Ben.
No. I can't do that.
I have to have that book.
Why don't you steal it?
What you got there?
You know, if Ben wasn't such an honest man, I'd say this was a combination to a safe. Hey, you got a match?
Yeah?
Me have two. Listen to them.
Fire! Help! Fire! Fire! Help! Help! Fire! 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 Help! Fire!
Hold it. Throw those clubs down. Throw them down. Hold them out. All right, come on out. Throw them on. Go ahead, lock them up. Oh, I owe you.
Johnny, how'd you get out?
I didn't like it, so I left. Who's on board?
Just Toby and me.
Where's Eddie and the Deacon?
Gone. I don't know where.
What kind of a sailor are you?
I could handle a rowboat, maybe. Why?
You're sailing to Frisco.
Frisco?
Fire
Is
up
it-
the boilers. Get Toby on deck. We're moving out.
I fire up the boiler, Yanni, and I take good care of this here claim book, huh?
That's right.
Johnny!
Cast off!
Drive them away from those mooring lines.
We want that book, Johnny. You may as well give it up. You're not going anywhere.
Toby, Sven. Toby, you cover us. Sven, you take the stern line, I'll take the bow line.
Yeah.
Jan in the office, the top drawer of my desk. Get some more shells. Get it for us.
We need a doctor.
So was it.
Toby, I figure we're entitled to kill those who ain't blood relations.
Hold your fire. You can have a doctor. All of you, come off that ship.
Johnny, don't make a sucker play on my account. I'll never live it down. I'll be all right.
Johnny, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You want that doctor?
Not on your terms.
This ship will never leave the dock. Now hand over that claims book, and we're ready to forget everything that happened.
When that claim book's going in the right hands, you'll never get it.
We're getting no place. We gotta rush them.
There's no point in needless killing. It's inevitable they'll run out of ammunition.
The longer we delay, the more chance we have to lose them.
As long as we keep them away from those mooring lines, they can't move.
We can't wait, those miners. As soon as they work up their nerve, they'll be down on us.
He's right. He's absolutely right.
Get your men ready to move in.
Now, wait a minute.
Jed, why don't you go back to the office? Wait till it's over.
I got one more thing I want to try.
5 minutes?
I'd ought to do it.
Sorry, I didn't see the white flag. Johnny, I'm all mixed up.
Coming aboard. I want to talk. Maybe sit.
Do you want me to look at your arm?
It's all right, thanks. I'll attend to it later.
What do you want?
Want you to surrender.
No.
Your ammunition is low. You're outnumbered. You haven't a chance. We're moving in. You have 5 minutes to overcome this stubborn attitude.
Now, this isn't something new with me, Jed. This has been with me ever since you started pushing people around.
In my lifetime, I've been pushed around.
So?
So, no sacrifice is worth giving up your life.
You really believe that?
You have less than 3 minutes to convince yourself.
Now, don't get me wrong, Jed. I love life. But if a man can't live with himself, what kind of a life has he got left to love?
Give me the book, Johnny.
It's no use.
I don't want to see you die.
What you mean is you can't see me die, can you, Jed? Answer me.
I'll cover while you cut loose. Guess I must have been listening to some of my own lectures, huh, Johnny? The meek shall inherit the earth.
going? I'm checking out.
Looks like you got the tiebreaker, Johnny. You won't have to go to San Francisco now. Hey, Johnny, everything all right between you and me?
Yeah, Jed. Everything's all right between us.
Judge dead. Marshall, too. It's all over.
Hey, come on, Jed. You're not gonna die.
No, Johnny. You're still not being realistic. Somehow I just can't go anywhere without bad companions.